we're going to do an informative video of some of the products that we make, special applications that we do, and then of course AD asked me a few questions and I had to start answering, so he said, would you mind talking a little bit? And I said, well, that's what I do best. And then we talked about, he asked me what this piece on my desk was. It's a timer, and I got to tell him the story of the first time I made a sales call. And first of all, I stood out in the guy's office waiting for him for 45 minutes. And his secretary walked out and said, Mr. Heller's not seeing anybody today, and he just can't see you, I'm sorry. So I just picked up my little samples of slings that I had, walked into his office, her basically screaming at me, no, you can't go in there. And I was telling him, I said, I just walked in his office, opened up the door, threw my slings and said, I'm not selling anything today, I'm giving these away. Try them, and if they work, give us a call. Well, about a week or so later, I called him again, or called his office, and she said, Mr. Heller is going to see you today. So when I walked in his office, as I was telling AD the story about this, he said, okay, big boy, you got 2 minutes. So you turned the timer up. You're talking about panicking and pressure. I couldn't talk. I was looking at the timer most of the time when we were talking. So anyway, I was telling AD that story, and the reason for this promotional video that AD is so doing such a good job on shooting is we know we're in the digital world now, and we've only got 2 minutes basically to get your attention. So we're trying to give you something informative that'll be useful to you, and tell you a few stories along the way. There's only one philosophy on business: treat the customer with respect and give him what he wants, and give it to him in a timely business and fashion, and he'll come back to you. Well, makes me think of the first time I ever called on Crowley Maritime, which is probably our best account that we've had, and we've had them for 25, 26 years. The captain called me down. He said, I want you to look at this piece of wire I've got out here to come off my tugboat. I said, okay. His name was Captain Jim Duffy. Never forget it as long as I live. And the wire actually looked like a slinky toy. It was just all wound up and curled up on the dock. He says, can you tell me what happened to that wire? And I asked him, I said, you believe in sea monsters? He said, I absolutely not. I said, well, then you shock loaded it. He said, you're the first person that knew what. He said, you got my business. But just by not telling him I didn't know what happened to the wire, but my opinion on that wire, we became good friends. He was an old traditional sea captain, you know, just salt of the earth, great guy, and that was one of my first sales. To us diversifying out, going into the fishing industry, the mines, the paper mills, started selling a lot of synthetic slings, truck tie downs. We even make a strap for the post office that holds the mail in between the different cargoes that they put in the truck. But we're still big in the maritime industry. That's our bread and butter. I mean, we cater to it. That's what we're really good at. But we're good at the other things too, and we've got a lot better over the years. From round slings now, the nylon slings, chain tie downs for the trucking industry. We sell it all, and that's why I was telling you a while ago that we were created out of adversity, and we survive with diversity, with diversifying out. We had to do that. It just we couldn't survive just selling to the maritime industry anymore, and hence the name, you know, Consolidated Rigging and Lifting Products, which is probably something we even sell cranes now. John's got does the Gorbel line. He's done real well with that. We're in Disney World. We're at the amusement parks. It's just you can't depend on just one thing anymore. That's one of our big things is safety. We want to prevent accidents before they start, and I think Mr. Meadows has done a great job on orchestrating that, and he's the training manager. He's been the main he's been all over the country for several of our customers that he did the class for here, And by the way, the North Florida Safety Council, if you call them up and you ask them who does safety training, rigging training, they'll give you our name. We're on their list, and he's done a great job with that, actually. So that's kind of the new thing that we're really interested in and really excited about. This company was born out of adversity. My father was a superintendent at Jacksonville shipyards for 25 years. A big corporate company bought it out, and they told him he had to fire one of his friends. And rather than fire his friends, they fired him. So that's what I'm saying. We were born out of adversity. We're fourth generation. He's no longer with us. He's been gone 26 years, and we're just trying to keep a family-owned business. We've been in business over 45 years, 1967. Gone through many changes. The Arab embargo. There used to be 16 wire rope companies. Now there's 3, and I think one of those are in trouble, by the way. But we're just trying to get into the 21st century with these videos now and using the computer. I think it's wonderful. I believe in change. If you don't change, you die. And if you don't grow, you die. So this is what we're trying to do, is grow our business.